Tales, Legends of Dungeon Drop. What do you guys think?
I really quite enjoy this game. I've played a number of trick-taking games, and I think this is fun. It's like the gambling aspect of you only have so many cards, and the more points you have even less cards, and it takes when you fully commit to early on, it's like, yeah, I threw 3 cards and I got this many points. But later, it's like, if I throw 3 cards, then it's going to take me 2 rounds around the table to get back to 3 cards.
Exactly. Yeah,
Right.
that is the most frustrating part about it.
Yeah.
I would say.
So there's a lot of, it gets harder and there's a lot more risk involved later on, which I think is great. I think that really adds to it.
And the fact that you can pass and then still be in the round is such a you mechanic that I love.
Yeah, it's a very fun thing to do.
Yeah. Actually, it was I and Isham. Remember you talked about Isham before? No, Isham was with me. That's what actually happened, you see.
Pass.
But see, I
You
And actually the structure too, whenever Dustin would be trying to go for one, it was so much easier to play because if you guys passed, then I know that I'm the last one. Yeah, you almost have to play the person that's to the left of you.
Right.
So that you can get them at the right time because you're the last line of defense.
Right.
If the team doesn't want them to have a card.
It's got that really fun, in poker, when you play poker, when you're when you're on the end, when you're not the best, your position in the round really matters, in terms of the information you know by the time it's whether you raise or not, you have all this information. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Very fun game, and I suck at it horribly.
Oh yeah.
I think too is the original version I think was enough strategy involved where it was like with all of these extra things it just kind of made us be wait, okay, let me figure this out.
Yeah.
Whereas I think when it got boring, the other game, if you played it enough to where it was that's kind of getting stale, I think that's when you start adding these things in. Advance would be a lot more.
Yeah, I was more apprehensive. I at least twice I did 2 turns in a row of thinking and drinking because I was like, it. Yeah, I don't know. And then I was like,
there was a lot more thinking and drinking the second game than there was in the first game.
Yeah.
A lot more of us just going, I don't want to go. I don't want to start it.
Yeah,
let somebody else start it.
I'll
try and steal it.
There were so many times this game when nobody fought the claims either too.
I think that's because
one slash.
I think that's because we were all building towards a different location.
Yeah, right.
So we didn't have the cards to stop people.
I think it was most of us didn't have anything, and then the one person who did was I'll wait to see what. Oh.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that happened so many times. Yeah. Totally.
This is a great game.
Yeah, I like it.
I really like this one.
It was very fun,
lot.
yeah.
It's simple, but there's so much no you.
Yeah.
No you to it. And God, the fact that you can pass and then jump in.
Yeah, that's
at the 11th hour.
It's so risky.
But it's so satisfying when you pull it off.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
this game is great.
I
definitely want to. I almost want to break this out more often than Dungeon Drop. Honestly, Dungeon Drop is cool. It's got a fun little gimmick to it, but this is a party game that I could bust out and play with any group of people and have a blast.
Yeah, I'm always a big fan of trick-taking games, and this is a really fun take on.
It's a fun twist on trick-taking because it's normal trick-taking games. It's everybody plays one card, and then the highest card wins the trick.
Yeah.
But this is just a whole bunch of no, I did it. No, I did it. No, it was I.
But good sir, you know that is a lie because the dwarf was obviously with me.
Pass.
You know that is a lie because the dwarf was with me. For a double royal quest that we went on together, me and the dwarf.
Good sir, I know you jest, because it was the dwarf and I, for the last time!
All they do is argue. They just argue over who knows a dwarf.
Yeah. Pass.
Ah,
Pass.
yes!
Back and forth, and being able to pass and then jump in later is super cool, and
I just wish I could hold more cards.
Yeah, I know.
I feel that kind of, because I get that it would probably make it longer, but it would make it more of a mystery if like we were all holding like 8 cards at a time.
I just wish that everyone didn't re-up their cards every time I did, because I'd be like, haha, everyone's got fewer cards. I'm going to everyone's taking the cards.
Yeah. I'm sure that they play tested with different hand size limits, and they landed on this one because
the fact that it's 4 and then 3 is so annoying and great.
That's so interesting that you're handicapped the closer you get to winning.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you mentioned how you saw everybody had low cards. There was a time when I had like all 5 of my cards, and I was going for this, and you only had like 2. You only had like 3. You had just like depleted. I was like, oh, if I stake this claim, it's gonna be fine. And then I staked it, and you fuckers somehow still came out on top. And I was like, how did they even do this? Like, it made no sense.
It's that holding off, man. Just like you can take it with 1 card if you play it just right and you get lucky. You can take the whole thing with 1 card.
Yeah, you just happen to wait
that's what I did
the
the
right
first
moment.
game. The first game I did that a bunch.
They say that it's a game of bluffing mixed with a game of set collection.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's definitely a trick-taking game with hand management and obviously some set collection involved. There's more bluffing than I thought there was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It did. You didn't really
never
feel
know
it in the beginning.
Yeah, you never know if like somebody who passed because they don't have a card or because they're gaming you and just waiting for the right moment.
And you can never tell, like, when Kyle picks up the game, I was like, I have to, like, I could take this, but then I have to fight everyone. So I'm going to pass and hope that one of them
exactly.
It's so risky.
Yeah. But that's what makes the game great, is that mechanic, which is like when I first read about it, I was like, what? When you pass, you're not out for the round? What the f***? That doesn't make sense with my knowledge of how board games work, but it's kind of the best aspect of this game.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, agreed.
Because it adds an element of chaos to it. It's so good.
It's a good game.
Super fun.
Hey, thanks for hanging out. If you want to spend more time with us, do us a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, head on over to twitch.tv/BNB Tabletop and give us a follow there. We play board games live every Sunday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Time on a show we call The Board and Barrel. And we like to keep things interactive. You guys can influence what happens throughout the course of a game with our Buff and Nerf house rules. You can also make predictions on how things are going to pan out, play virtual bingo for a chance to win a free board game of your own, and heckle us and stuff from the chat. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you Sunday night.